Good day, Movementers. Welcome to episode 28 of Movement Mondays. As you know, episode 27 got canceled last week due to my need to get some rest and spend time with my wife and family. So, as always, we gotta put our family and our rest and our health before anything else. Sometimes, you know what I mean. So, I thank y'all for the break from last week. But in typical movement fashion, let's get into this week's Movement Mondays, episode 28. Now, I told you on the Facebook post I had a big announcement for you. And hopefully some people won't be offended or hurt by this. But those who know me will understand that I'm always be the dude to come to for the music, you know what I mean? But anyway, the big thing is that I've decided that after 33 plus years of doing music that I'm retiring. This retirement is not a full retirement where I'm no longer making any kind of music. I've decided that it'd be best for me not to drive the car and also try to be a passenger at the same time, right? So Salvation Records is growing, and I can't be an artist and run the label at the same time. So I've decided to step back into the role of being the owner and operator of the label and dip more into the business side of things. But I will be doing one final album, and that will become Fade to Black. That will be coming out next year. So in the meantime, I figure I'll put this out here now so that any producers or artists who want to do collaborations with me, this will be the album to do it on. Put it all in this one album called Fade to Black. You know what I mean? I've already begun some pre-production on it already so that I can have the most time to just sit into my head, get to my head and think about what I want to write and what needs to be written and how I'm going to deliver it as my final project that I'm going to be solely focused on. Sorry. I still will be doing songs once in a while when I get that urge because that's just my life. I'm always be an MC, but I'm volunteering or what's the word? I'm making the decision. I can't talk, man. I am making the decision to stop being just so focused on being an artist. All right. Instead, I'll be, like I said, doing songs once in a while when I get that urge. And I'm definitely going to be on our Christmas albums every 2 years, which we have a new Christmas album coming out next year. All right. So my responsibilities would be dealing with publishing. You know what I mean? Which is like designing our releases, seeking synchronization opportunities and product placements and things like that. Marketing, where we're strategize how we're going to release things. I deal with the legal aspect of things, the copyrights, the contracts, the licensing, like for our beat store and things like that. I also want to get more into artist development. Currently, I have one of the rosters, Crystal Clear and Big Stigs. So, and the Mike Raiders, which is all three of us when we do a track together, right? So I'll be developing artists and starting in December of this year, I will be starting to accept demos. Now, I'm not officially signing acts to the label right now because we're still working out some kinks and some mechanics and financials, capital building, right? But I do want to start developing artists and working with other artists so I can get that process going. All right, so that was my big ball drop. You know what I mean? My big explosion moment. You know what I mean? I wanted to tell y'all that after doing songs since like 1987, I decided to soft hang up my mic for a little bit and focus on the road that the Lord has put in front of me. You know what I mean? Which is to put out messages through music that'll help those in their time of need. So that's that. We got through that. All right, the second order of business, the beat store. I know for a while people have been looking for our production company within the record label, which is Uniquely Resurrected Productions. They're looking for beats. Right now we're in the process of finalizing our license agreements. Our beats will hopefully be available by the end of August of this year, and we're going to start out licensing our beats via our website, which will be most likely flashed on the screen because I like to put it on the screen, baby. You know what I mean? And so you'll be able to go to our website and license beats through there and make your purchase and download the stems and license agreements and all that good stuff. Next order of business, this month's jewel, Bop With Me. That is being released on July 27th. This is my first track coming back to the label since my hiatus. I've been working with Ben Runyon from City Rain, working on the EP, you know what I mean? And so for the 3 months that Crystal Clear been doing his 3 singles, I've been away working with my man Ben. That's really my brother, you know what I mean? On the Light Through the City Rain EP or whatever. And yeah, so Bop With Me is like my first track since coming back to the label. And I felt like the album was sounding great, but I wanted to change the light in the mood a little bit. So the Bop With Me is that track to get us all loosened up, baby. You know what I mean? Make us all feel a little cozy and get loosed up. You know what I mean? This would be the 7th song on the album, even though there's like interludes here and there or whatever. But this is the 7th full song on the album. So I brought my brother Big Stiggs in on it with me. Me and him put our flavor on the cut. You know what I mean? We just did the pre-mixing of it today. I listened to it for a couple of days, do some more tweaks or whatever, and then master it. And then we got the photo shoot for the cover to do. Some other legal things behind the scenes that needs to get done, and then on the 27th we drop it for you. You know what I mean? As always, it's always going to drop on SoundCloud first. You know what I mean? So even if it's not up on like Spotify and Apple Music and Amazon Music, whatever, it'll always be on SoundCloud first and Bandcamp. And those who subscribe to my Bandcamp, you know what the deal is. I'm not going to tell them. You know what I mean? Let me see. So with that, Bop With Me comes out on the 27th. And like I mentioned earlier, I was away for 3 months doing the EP with my brother Ben Runyon. And our first release from that EP is called Light Through the City Rain. That's being released on August 4th. So that's like, it's a great track, man. You know what I mean? Like he made the beat on the Twitch episode because he does his some lessons on Twitch with production and engineering. And I fell in love with the beat and asked if I could write to it. He was gracious enough to let me put my pen to it. You know what I mean? So we that's our first track me and him ever done together, and it's called Light Through the City Rain. And I think it turned out wonderful. You know what I mean? I usually don't work with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I haven't really done too many collaborations outside of my clique. You know what I mean? But to branch out into different fan bases and different flavors is something that I think I really needed. You know what I mean? So my man Ben helped me introduce me into the world of collaboration, if you will. And while I'm talking about City Rain, you might as well go ahead to this link. I'm gonna put it here. I'm pointing to it, so I better put the link here. You know what I mean? This is their new single, Can I Get Away? It's a nice tune, man. It's a cry for better music. You know what I mean? Like, not the song itself, but just hearing like him put his music out and people longing for musical quality. Well, we're dropping it for you. You know what I mean? Whether it's Salvation Records or City Rain, there's always music of quality out here. You just gotta know where to find it. So again, here is where you can find some more quality music. Can I Get Away by City Rain. All right, and moving on, we have studio upgrades to talk about, man. As you can see, I'm still sitting in the mic room right now. It's still getting upgraded and built. We started the partitions to block it off from the kitchen and the main recording studio. So we were building the blockage for that. Our new engineer chairs came in. Our new headphones came in. I'm waiting for my desktop rack so I could put all my outboard gear up on the desk instead of trying to see in the dark beneath the table. You know what I mean? So that'll be up on the table. We got a tablet holder coming in for the booth, so that people don't have to like hold their papers or hold their phones or anything. You can just pull your lyrics right up on the tablet and go from there. And we're also getting a new pop filter because the one we have done seen some wars, baby. You know what I mean? That's the truth. Anyway, so what else? Oh yeah, we're shopping for some monitor stands right now. Right now we have the Oral X underneath our monitors, but I want to try a different system. So we're looking into that, and I want to get a larger computer screen because I'm getting old. Let's face it, I'm a little long in the tooth. You know what I mean? So I'm getting a little up there in age, and my eyes aren't as sharp as they need to be, or used to be, rather. So that's the studio upgrades. Christmas album 5. This is an album we did last year with Jima. Who else was on there? Scarlet Haberdasher. Odd World Music. I'll keep calling them Odd World. I don't know why. I guess I played that game too much as a kid. Other World Mosaic, you know what I mean? They did a song on there. And I had Crystal Clear on there also. And so we had recorded that album, but unfortunately, during the time last season, we didn't have the physical CDs because we was going through manufacturing problems. But they are here now. You know what I mean? Desi, if you could, go grab me a CD. Sorry. That was my daughter cutting through. I don't know if y'all saw her or not, but she just dipped in and I'm scanning to go get me a CD real quick. But yeah, so the Christmas album 5 that we did last year has finally been pressed up and put on. Say hi, Desi. Don't sit down. I need to get something else. Go grab me a t-shirt and like the other merchandise that we have. Thank you. That was Desi again. But yeah, the Christmas album 5. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we have the CDs. I mean, I'm gonna put the name of some people who will have copies of the CDs. Typically, what we do is anybody who participates on the album, we the label purchases some physical copies for them to sell or give out or whatever. So. We weren't able to do it last year, but we did this year. So I have them early so we can get them out in time for this season. Being that we don't doing a Christmas album this year, this will be a nice little gift for somebody that we, you know what I mean, did last year. But in 2021, we will be doing a new Christmas album, Volume 6, and that's when I want to start incorporating new artists. I think as time has gone on, the Lord has really shown me how much He's moving in my life and through Salvation Records, where it seems like each year I'm less and less on these Christmas albums. When it started out, I was so heavy on these Christmas albums, it almost sounded like a rock album. You know what I mean? But starting with Volume 4, I believe, when I first had Mike and Mariana and Dominic and them do that song, you know, it's just been expanded from there. So now we had 2 bands, another person from Arizona jump on, Crystal Clear jump back into the cypher. So you know what I mean? So it's like I'm able to finally step back and help promote and develop artists. You know what I mean? And to continue fulfilling this mission. And the final thing I want to point out is our merchandise. And you can see me over here. All right, so we've been doing trial run with a vendor for our t-shirts. And this is one of our t-shirts right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's the front. That's the back. You know what I'm saying? Let me show that camera over here. That's the back. And this is the front. The back is our mottos on the back. We have the mic and the Salvation Records and our website, whatever. And our motto and foundational statement: through divine alignment, we make and move on freshly minted paths. You know what I mean? Salvation Records, baby. Right now, I think this is 5X, 4X. I'm holding the 4X. So the first person that lives in the Jersey area that responds the slogan of Salvation Records, our foundation statement, whoever types it in the comments first gets this t-shirt for free. It's a 4X men's t-shirt, but women can wear it too. I mean, I don't care what gender you are. Put on a shirt, be comfortable. You know what I mean? So the first person to comment our mission and our foundation statements, you get this free t-shirt. we also have available. I done dropped them on the ground, so if I disappear and get out of focus, I'm sorry. You don't have to hit the button on this one, does? Not the front, not the front. Just tap the front one a little bit so I can focus again. There we go. I'm still focused on that one. So, sorry if I went out of focus, but we still also have our coasters. These are $1. Let me show both cameras. These are $1. You know what I mean? The proceeds from our coasters and the other merchandise that we've been having once we get our t-shirts thing situated, that would be going towards our movement of education. You know what I mean? So I put links down to like where you buy this stuff and what's it for, and we'll go from there. But as always, that's a Movement Mondays catch up for you. I'm glad you guys was here. Thank you for the time away last week, and I pray that you have a blissful and peaceful week, and I'll see y'all again next week.
You may start the conversation now.
I know it's really late and I'm sorry to bother, but I had to speak to you. Calling about your father who was praying through the night, concerned for you, about the matters of life you going through. I see you haven't been as happy and really been sad. Haven't seen the good times, only the bad. Wonder why.